Hey everybody, Squid Vicious here. We got another vicious video here for you. We're going to try show you another travel humidor. This is from a company called AWOTE. Got this on Amazon, and it actually kind of looks like a previous one that I've done before. But we're going to go and take a look at it and see what some of the similarities are, as well as some of the differences. So it does come in this black box here, and it is wrapped up in plastic. And like I said, it looks kind of like the other one that I did. If you ever saw one of the previous videos I did, there was a one that looked just like this from a different company. But we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what it all has. Well, this is made out of like a hard plastic. It is waterproof and it will float. Has the two latches on the front. Has a hygrometer on the top, and right now that hygrometer says approximately 50. I don't know if you can barely see the needle. There's a needle like right there. You see that where it says 50 almost. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what some of the similarities are. So let's open this up, these two latches, and take a look at what we have here. Well, we do have a lighter, just like the last one that we looked at came with a lighter. So we'll take a look at that later. And it also has a dropper for you to go ahead and fill your um, humidifier. And it also has an ashtray, kind of like the other one does. But this one has like a gold tone finish to it. Okay. Um, this is kind of like a hard plastic kind of a thing. And it does have this side here that if you want to go ahead and put your lighter in here, or when you're storing, just put your dropper in here. Or if you have this sitting out, you may want to put like your next smoke here that's not burning yet. But it does have this ashtray, and it also has underneath this, there should be a second, maybe I don't have that. It does not have the second layer thing on here. So the other one actually had another plastic thing to hold like 5 cigars, but this one does not. It's just this ashtray, and it does have this a single um, foam kind of a pad here. It holds one, two, three, four, about 5 cigars. It does have a cedar strip, but it does not have a plastic tray for like your first level of smokes like our other one did here. But you can, I mean, you could go ahead and put some cigars down here and then put this over top. Or if you want to go ahead and keep this on the bottom and put, five and then five and then put this on the top, you can do that also. Now, as far as the lighter is concerned, it does have the adjuster here for the flame adjustment. Um, it is a quad flame, and it does have a viewing, nice viewing window here to go ahead and take a look and see where you're at. And it does have a punch on it. So you can go ahead and slide this out and go ahead and punch your cigars. And it does have a rest on the top. If you want to go ahead and set your cigar here and rest it. Decent lighter. Does not seem to have like a V cut or anything like that. But it is kind of a nice lighter. Doesn't feel cheap at all. Feels a little bit heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do some testing with this uh, humidifier here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some cigar juice in here. Now you can go ahead and use your distilled water. I'm going to go ahead and use the Humicare cigar juice. And I'm going to go ahead and put a few drops in here. Now they tell you, of course, don't overfill it, because if you do, it can go ahead and get on your smokes. Now, usually, and I'm one of them people where I go ahead and start filling these things up, and I end up putting maybe a little bit too much. So I'll kind of like swish it around, make sure it gets in all them little holes there. And if I have a little bit too much excess, I'll just go ahead and get a paper towel and dab the excess right off the top here. So that's what we're taking a look at. As we want to go ahead and test this out and see how well this will be for taking care of your smokes in here. And we also want to test that hygrometer on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and uh, put this top back on. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get a digital hygrometer that I'm going to go ahead and put in here along with this. So I'm going to use this digital one, and I'm going to put this in the bottom here underneath the ashtray because this ashtray does have some grooves, obviously, and I want to make sure that it is getting underneath there, and it's going to go ahead and take care of some smokes. So I'm going to put this 32 in here. This digital one, it says currently it says, if you can see if it focuses, 33 it says. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that in here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the ashtray right on the top. And I'll put the dropper in here, and we're going to close this thing up. And this says right now it's a little bit over 40. I don't know if you can see that needle very well. Just a little bit over the 40 there. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to get it in this area here between them two lines, but the needle just happens to be kind of right there. You can faintly see it here. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and test that out. We're going to let this sit for about 24 hours. Typically, 12 is usually enough because of how small it is, but we want to go ahead and see how accurate this is. And we're also going to see what we get on the digital one also. So we'll go ahead and check back in 24 hours and we'll see what kind of results we get. Okay, everybody, it's been about 24 hours, and we're going to go ahead and take a look and see how the humidification worked out on this. If you take a look, the line, the little black line is like right on the 60%. And we're going to go ahead and open this up and take a look and see what our digital does. So opening this up here, we'll take the lighter. And we'll remove the dropper. We'll take away the ashtray, and we'll go ahead and take a look and see what this says. This says about 58%. So this, like I said, didn't get it as humid as I liked. But like I said, if you throw a Bovita pack in there or something, you can probably get a little bit more better. This, I went ahead and put cigar juice in here. Maybe throwing a Bovita pack in here might give you a little bit more of a reading for this, a better reading. So this went to about 58%, and okay, it should be between about 60 to 65 to 70. 60 you can kind of get away with because a lot of these will have these hygrometers that will have these two lines that tell you where it should be, and it's usually between, they have one here to 60 to 75. But this is going to give you, now again, this is going to be a short-term storage kind of a deal. So that's something also to keep in mind. So again, this comes with its own ashtray. It comes with a dropper. It does come with this nice lighter, which I still did not fill yet. It is a quad flame, and it does have the punch on the bottom that you can go ahead and use. I think the punch was on the bottom, or it might be on the side. Yeah, there's your punch here. Does not have a draw poker, but it does have a adjuster for flame size, and it does have a very nice clear look at how much fluid you still have in there. Okay, so this is from AWOTE, is the name of the company, and this is going for about $26 at the time of this video. Like I said, we typically use these for short-term storage also. So if you're thinking something long-term, you might want to go with something maybe like a cedar humidor, or if you're going to get something like a acrylic one or something to that effect. But this can hold about 10 smokes. And again, it's not really going to matter how big your cigars are because you do have all this room in here and you don't have a separate shelf for if you happen to have like 60 rings or something higher than that. Okay. But it is a nice travel humidor. Like I said, throwing a Bove in a pack might help it out a little bit more, and maybe leaving it in there if it's something that you want to go ahead and carry with you and prep it before you go somewhere a little bit more long term. But it's very nice. And like I said, this runs for about 26 bucks, and you can find this on Amazon. So happy smoking, everyone. Hopefully this might be very helpful for you. It might be something you're interested in, and we'll see you on the next video.